there, and hope everyone is having a great day. As you come on live, as always, please drop into the comments below, say hi and where you are tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you are watching this on the replay, man, we got some stuff to talk about today, because the spam is out of control. So buckle your seatbelt, pull down that safety harness on that roller coaster, and let's dive on in. Hey everyone, Scott Aaron here. So I had a ton of people reach out to me recently, but also I conducted a poll. I conducted a poll yesterday between my personal profile and two groups, and over 400 people voted. And as they say on Survivor, the tribe has spoken. And it was a very simple question. I said, do you feel that there's been a significant increase in the spam messages and notes added to connection requests now more than ever on LinkedIn? And the answer was overwhelmingly yes, which is sad. It's sad. And what I can share with you is that I'm actually a bit perplexed, and I would love to know if all of you are as well. For me, I love being on LinkedIn for so many reasons. The networking aspect, the connection aspect, the ability to provide educational and informational content aspect, the creator tools that LinkedIn provides, the business opportunities that it has. There are so many wonderful things about LinkedIn. But I would say the one smudge, the one cloud in the sky is the amount of spam that is circulating around the platform. Not just in the LinkedIn messaging inboxes, but also the connection requests with the notes added to them. And people continue to reach out to me and they said, Scott, how can I decrease the amount of spam messages I get? How do I decrease the amount of connection requests that have those drunkalog sales pitch notes attached to them? Well, just so you guys know, I'm sick and tired of it too. I'm constantly thinking about what can we do as a community, not as an individual. It's not just about me. It's about all of us banding together and taking massive action. Taking massive action on getting these spammers off of the platform. Because if you think about the intention that these people have, they could care less about us as business owners and individuals. They care most about getting our money. They care most about selling to us. They care most about pitching to us. They care most about spraying and praying. But that's not the best way to do business, is it? So again, if you're coming on late, just so I know who's on here, just drop a hi or a hashtag live and where you're tuning in from. You can tag some people, share this video, like, love, support, react to this any which way you want. Don't forget to go to my LinkedIn profile, hit my follow button, turn my LinkedIn notification bell on. And Mike asked, how? Well, that's a great question. And Gail, I love that. Pitch parties. Oh my God. That's a great line right there. I would trademark that, Gail. That's amazing. Pitch parties. I will never attend one of those pitch parties. Hey, Sandy, good to see you jumping on. Oh, man. And Gail said, hey, Scott, tuning in from Winnipeg. Awesome. Thank you so much. Greg, my brother, good to see you jumping on. And Mike is coming in from San Diego. There are three things that we can do. I know anyone that's on here live and watching this is someone that has been negatively affected by the Drunkalog sales pitch messages and notes added to the connection request on LinkedIn. I know Mike has been affected by this. Gail, Sandy, Greg, myself, and whoever else is on here. I know you've been affected by this, and there is something that we can do about it. And Mindy said, thanks for this topic. Frustrating for sure, and a waste of my time. Pitchfork's a good sign of displeasure. Yes. So here's what I want all of us to think about. This is a message, and why it's important, and this is my one recommendation. To get this message out there so LinkedIn has a greater opportunity of seeing this, make sure that you reshare this live from today. So after we're done, I'm not sure if you can actually, I think you can do it now. Yeah. If you're on here live, you can actually, I think, click the little right arrow and just share it. You can do it after we're done. But what I would recommend is resharing this into your connection feed so people can see this. It's in it. So many people are frustrated. But there are some things that we can do about it. I mean, first and foremost, banding together as a community, banding together as thought-provoking and educational thought leaders and business professionals that are doing business the right way, not the wrong way. And for anyone that feels that these people that are using these automated services that connect and message and pitch and sell, I don't want those people anywhere near me or my connections. So again, there's 3 things that we're going to cover today. Number 1, if you ever get a connection request, and just drop a Y or a yes in the chat if you've ever received a connection request that has had some sort of Drunkalog sales pitch note added to it. So drop a Y or a yes if you've ever had a connection request that has had literally a spam note attached to it. Now, here's what we need to start doing. I do it, and I'm going to recommend all of you to do it as well. Now, got a fuzzy right there. What I'm going to recommend is, and Sandy said all day long. Yeah, me too. I got like 6 yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Mindy says yes. Mike says yes. All right. So here's what we need to do. Click ignore. So LinkedIn gives you the option. So like harmless ones, just leave alone. But those people that are just coming straight at you, trying to sell and pitch you in that little connection note area, hit ignore. Once you hit ignore, LinkedIn will ask you, do you not know this person? And you select, yes, I don't know this person. Now, what this does, just know this. You are probably one of many people that are getting that sales pitch message connection note added to a connection request. You are one of many. So when we start hitting the ignore button on those connection requests that are blatantly selling and pitching us, guess what? It puts that person's profile on watch by LinkedIn security. If enough people ignore that person's connection request, it will trigger something on LinkedIn's back end to suspend that account. Because it is being seen as a very disingenuous and sales pitch type account, which again, you don't want to mess around with. And they don't want people actually doing anything with that. So hitting ignore on any connection request that has a spam note attached will, if enough people do it, it'll get them off of the platform. So if everybody is clear on that, just type the word clear in the chat below. And again, if you're coming on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you are jumping in on the replay, tag some people. And please, I never ask this as I would say as openly as I am right now, but please reshare this live video onto your own personal LinkedIn feed so we can get this message out there to the masses. Please reshare this. I'm going to share it to some of my company pages, but if you guys could share it on your personal pages, it will really help bring attention and awareness around this topic that is negatively affecting so many people on LinkedIn. So Sandy says clear. Mike says clear. Greg says clear. Awesome. So that's number one. And Sandy says shared. You helped me a great deal. Happy to return the favor. Thank you, Sandy. I really appreciate you very, very much. Now, all right, number two, block and report any profile that spams you constantly through Messenger. So type the I have in the comments below if you've ever received multiple drunkalog verbal vomit messages from the same person over a 10-day period. Every 2 or 3 days, you're getting a verbal vomit message. 2 to 3 days later, another verbal vomit message. 2 to 3 days later, another verbal vomit message. Type I have if you've ever received any of those multiple messages from one person on LinkedIn, because here's what's going on. Number one, Mike says, nope. Sandy says, I have. Well, I absolutely have. So just to let everybody know, that person is using an automated tool, almost like an email drip campaign, but for LinkedIn messaging, which again goes against the user agreement. So they should be kicked off the platform anyway. And what they're doing is they're creating this drip campaign where they, again, could care less about you or what you do or how they can help you. They're just playing a numbers game. I'm just going to sell and pitch, right? So they're going to send a message. You don't respond. 2 days later, it triggers another one. What you're going to want to do is you are going to click on that person's profile. So in the messenger, you can click on the person's name. You're going to click on their profile, go to their profile, and you're going to see a more button. And Gail said, AI-driven sales automation tools, the bane of my existence. Yes, mine too. I believe in AI for certain things. If it's for idea prompts, questions, market research. But to Gail's point, to drive sales, give me a break. Like, it's not working. So here's what I want you guys to do. Anyone that does this, you're going to go to their profile. You're going to click on the more button, which is at the top of their headline. It's going to drop down a menu, and you're going to see something that has a little flag, and it says report and block. You're going to click report and block. I do this all the time to people that continue to spam me unwarrantedly and unwilling to take feedback where I say, please don't do this. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. By not responding, I'm letting them know, not interested, but yet they continue to message me. And I don't want them anywhere near my sphere, my connections. So you do want to report and block. Again, this is also going to let LinkedIn know that this person is going about how they're using LinkedIn the wrong way and not the right way. So again, if everybody understands what they need to do with those people that send them multiple drunkalog messages by reporting and blocking them, by going to their profile, clicking on more, and then clicking the report and block, just type I do in the comments. I just want to make sure you guys know where to go to. You go to their profile, you click on more, you click report and block, and you're done. That reports them, that blocks them, it gets them out of your hair forever. So I do, if that all makes sense and that is clear. Just want to make sure you guys are with me. Again, if you've jumped on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or Hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you're watching this on the replay, tag some people, and please, by all means, share this video. Reshare this onto your personal feed on LinkedIn so we can get the word out about how frustrated we are about all the selling and sales pitches that are going out on the platform of LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, obviously, they have our back. They can only do so much with almost 900 million users. So again, they're definitely looking to help us, but we need to let them know. Now, Mike says, I do. Sandy has a question. If you chat with them more than a few times, does the algorithm show our content to them more than if they never chatted or DM me? If you chat with them more than a few times, does the algorithm show our content to them more than if they never chatted or DM me? The way that I understand how the LinkedIn algorithm works as far as what is being shown to you is one of three things, or a varying of three things. Yes, if there is communication through the messenger on LinkedIn, that is also a way that the LinkedIn algorithm will start to show you some of their content. Number two, if you're scrolling through your LinkedIn newsfeed and you actually pause and you actually click and read someone else's content, that person will start to continue to appear in your feed. And number three, if you ever like, comment, or engage in any way, shape, or form with a certain individual's content, you will start to see that populate as well. So not just Sandy, but if that is clear to everyone, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Just want to make sure you guys understand. So in review so far, number one, click ignore for any connection request that has a spam note attached. Block and report any profile that spams you constantly through Messenger. And finally, number three, remove any connection request that spams you in any way possible. Now, this goes for people that you're connected to. So this could be someone that's posting spammy content. This could be someone that isn't sending you a 18-paragraph long drunkalog verbal vomit message every 3 days. It may be an initial message that you can kind of read through the lines, so to speak, where the person is looking to just sell and pitch you. They're not really interested in getting to know you. They just want to sell you a product, a course, an offering, a product, whatever it is. The best thing to do is, if it's more on the harmless side of things, it's not as egregious as the previous example, just disconnect from them. So basically the same thing as reporting and blocking. You go to the person's profile, you click on more, and you just click the remove connection. The reason why you want to do this is, don't forget, and this is, I want to make this very abundantly clear to all of you, whether you're live or on the replay, how the LinkedIn connection system works is whoever you're connected to is a first connection. So I'm just going to give you the example. If you end up accepting a connection request of a spammer on LinkedIn and you don't remove them as a connection, you're giving them free access to every single one of your connections, which is their second connection. So again, you can freely go through other people's networks and connect with all of those people. So why I say this is to protect your network. If you are connected to a spammer and you do not remove them as a connection, you are giving that person free reign to connect with all of your connections and do the same thing to them. Now, the way that I work my network is I am very careful. I am very protective of my connections. I'm connected to a lot of people, and I care about every single one of them and their businesses, whether I know them personally or not. And that care shines through by me. If I'm getting pitched and sold to or spammed in any way, shape, or form, that is an automatic reason for me to remove that person as a connection. So I'm not giving them access to my connections anymore. Just as a reminder, any first connection you have with a spammer, the second connections to them are your first connections. You are giving those people free reign to spam them, and you don't want that coming back to you. So you need to protect your networks by removing any connection request that spams you in any way possible. Remove any connection. So if everybody is clear on that, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat. I just want to make sure everybody is with me. So again, the 3 things that we can do to band together outside of please resharing this so more people in the LinkedIn ethos see this video and understand the frustrations that a lot of the good-hearted, good-natured, genuine, authentic business owners like us are going through right now with all these frustrations. It's important for us to get this message across. So remember, click ignore for any connection request that has a spam note attached. Block and report any profile that spams you constantly through Messenger with multiple messages, and kindly remove any connection that spams you in any way possible so you are protecting your network. And just being clear here, yep, so Gail says yes, Mike says yes, Greg says yes, Sandy says yes. Now, before we sign off today, I would love to hear from all of you. Drop in the comments below. What was your biggest takeaway, or what was the biggest needle mover for you in today's training? I just want to thank all of you for being constant supports of me and what my wife and I do with our business and our company. I appreciate all of your support so much. Entrusting me to educate all of you, to help you in any way that I can. It's what fills my cup each and every day. So love and gratitude to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll talk to you next time.